Namaskar to all. Welcome to Saffron Educational and Medical Foundation, an opportunity to be your own doctor today.
Hello everyone. Is my
Good morning,
screen
sir.
visible to everyone? You can just quickly turn off your mic and reply that it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So I request everyone to please turn off your mic. And in case if you have any doubts, we'll discuss it later. So through okay. So today the topic of the lecture is Ritucharya. How to welcome spring, Vasant Ritu. So what will be the learning objects for today is understand the concept of Ritucharya, explaining the dosha and relationship with the season, identify spring-related disorders, apply dietary guidelines practically, prescribe natural remedies with dosage, and correlate theory with some clinical cases. So, what is Ritucharya? In Ayurveda, Ritucharya, derived from Ritu meaning season and Charya meaning regimen, is an ancient practice of aligning your lifestyle and diet with changing season. You know, we have different seasons throughout the year, and each season comes with different characteristics. So, is it not like that since the characteristic of the seasons changing, our body's response to the season also changes? In order to meet that, our Rishi Munis or Ayurveda practitioners have designed this Ritucharya so that we can follow a discipline or a specified regime to keep our body healthy in every season. So this is what we are going to learn. What is Ritucharya and how to keep that conduct. Ritu means season, Charya means region or regimen or conduct. Now what is the goal? Maintain the balance of your doshas, Vat, Pitta, Kapha, as Ayurveda describes that our body has got three doshas. It's made up of three doshas, that is Vat, Pitta, and Kapha. The imbalance in any of these causes different kind of physical ailments. Now, second one is keep your Agni or digestive fire strong throughout the year. And third is prevent seasonal diseases. Now, what is the philosophy regarding Ritucharya? The Ayurvedic calendar divides the year into two periods, that is called kalas, each containing three seasons. The first one, so the two kalas are known as Adan Kal and Visarga Kal. So Adan Kal is also known as Uttarayan or Northern Solstice. Visarga Kal is known as Dakshinayan or Southern Solstice. So what happens during this two kals is during this period the sun energy is increasing, which tends to take away or drain our physical strength. So right now we are in the northern solstice or this is Uttarayan or Adan Kal. So during this period, the sun's energy is increasing, which tends to take away or drain our physical strength. This Adan means take away. The Visarga Kal, during this period, the sun's intensity decreases and the moon's cooling influence help keep give back strength to the body. Visarg means to give back. Okay, so with this table, we are going to understand the 3 seasons or ritus of Adan Kal, which is the northern solstice. So there are 3 seasons or ritus, you can say: Shishir, Vasant, Grishma. Shishir is also known as late winters, Vasant is known as spring, Grishma is known as summer. So with this table, as you can see, we have a time frame, dosha status, or which dose is prominent, and what are the diet and lifestyle guidelines. So first is Shishir, which is a late winter. It starts from mid-January to mid-March. So cough begins to accumulate due to cold climate. Agni remains strong. So during this period of time, the cough dosh starts accumulating into your body, and the Agni or the digestive fire remains very strong. So during this time, if you see, your metabolism is also very high, especially in the late winters. Now, what are the diet and lifestyle guidelines? So you need to eat warm, oily, nourishing foods, prefer sweet, sour and salty taste. You need to avoid cold drinks and refrigerated food. Use warm water for bathing. Stay physically active. So these are some diet and lifestyle guidelines which one can practice in Shishir or late winter. Now, Vasant, spring, mid-March to mid-May. In this Ritu, Kapha liquefies and aggravates allergies, cold heaviness, Agni becomes weak. You might have seen during this season, since this is about to start, this is a transitioning phase. So you might have seen people experiencing different kind of diseases like cold and cough, fever, all these kinds of, and slow metabolism. So why this is happening? Because right now the spring is starting, or Vasant Ritu is about to start, and the kapha is liquefying, which is creating all these kinds of allergies into your body or sluggishness. Now, this is also known as a detox season. So wherein you need to focus on bitter, pungent, and astringent tastes. Use honey and barley. Avoid eating heavy and sweet and oily foods. Avoid daytime sleeping. Increase exercise and sweating. So the more physical activity you can do, it will help to balance your kapha dosh, or it will make you more active and help to stay immune during Vasant Ritu. Next one is Grishma. It starts from mid-May to mid-July. Pith and Vata increases. Agni becomes weak due to heat. Sorry, just 1 minute. Okay. So during this time period, you need to stay well hydrated, eat cooling liquid and sweet foods, fruits and milk, avoid spicy, salty and fried foods, avoid heavy exercise, rest adequately. So these are the 3 seasons or ritus of Adan Kal or northern solstice. Now, 3 seasons of Visarga Kal. Varsha or monsoon. It starts from mid-July and stays till mid-September. Vata aggravates, Agni is the weakest. This point of time you need to eat light, warm and easily digestible foods. Ginger and honey are beneficial to keep surroundings dry and warm. Avoid raw and contaminated food. The next season comes is Sharad or autumn. It starts from mid-September to mid-November. This season, Pitta aggravates acidity, heat disorders. What diet and lifestyle guidelines to follow? Focus on sweet and bitter taste. Use ghee in cooking. Avoid excessive sun exposure. Avoid fermented and heavy foods. Stay cool and hydrated. Now, next one is Hemanta or early winter, mid November to mid Jan. This is a peak physical strength. Agni is strong. So, digestion is very strong in this period of time. Metabolism is higher. Eat heavier and nourishing meals like nuts, grains, healthy fats. Practice Abhyanga oil massage. Maintain regular exercise to support strength. So, as you see, we have seen the three seasons from the Adan Kal and Visar Kal. It was quick, but we'll be learning about the spring specifically in the coming slides. So just look at and just have a quick look of this table and understand few things. And later we'll be discussing specifically about the Vasant or spring season. So as this is the one of the fundamental principle of naturopathy, that you need to eat regional seasonal food, right? So seasonal, why? This is what gives you an idea of what is seasonal food and why you need to eat seasonal food. Because in every season, what happens? The doshas are different. Some doshas aggravate, some accumulates, and some pacifies, which leads to different physical ailments into your body. That is why naturopathy explains about why seasonal food is very much important for your body. Okay. What is Ritu Sandhi? So whenever a season or whenever a Ritu comes, it does not switch to the next Ritu or season directly. There is a transitioning phase. So this is a seasonal junction, a 14-day period consisting of the last 7 days of departing season and the first 7 days of coming season. So that is why it is called a seasonal junction or a transition phase. Ayurveda suggests gradually phasing out the old routine and introducing the new one during this time to prevent the shock to the system. Why it matters, why it is important to transition or gradually you need to phase out the old routine and introduce the new one, because it will help to boost the immunity, prevent the seasonal flu by keeping the body's defense high, mental clarity, aligns your internal clock with environment, reducing seasonal lethargy or irritability. Digestion. Adjust your intake to match your fluctuating digestive power. Because of the doshas, there is a fluctuation in your digestive fire or Agni, which causes slow or weak metabolism or even higher metabolism. And if your digestive fire is not strong, most of the diseases, it starts from your gut. The food is not digested, it will create or accumulate a lot of toxins into your body. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Why it is important? Okay. Why this ritus or seasonal changes or ritucharya is important in today's life, today's modern life. Now, look at us, look at our surrounding and look at our lifestyle, how it is filled with artificial food. Whether it is healthy, even though when it is coming from market or it is packed, it has all those kind of artificial ingredients present in that food, which we directly or indirectly eat or that goes into our body. Now, AC lifestyle. Everywhere, from our houses to our offices to our cars, every place or wherever we go in the malls or shopping complex, restaurants, everything has AC facility, air conditioning facility, which also creates so much of toxins into your body. Irregular routine. Now, different people have different lifestyle. I mean, their waking up time is different, their lunch is different, breakfast is different time. workout times are different, sleep times are different, which is causing an irregular routine which does not follow the dincharya, which also creates different kind of issues in your physical body. Now, seasonal immunity loss. Since the season keeps changing, your body's adaptability to the new season or the new weather conditions becomes weaker. That creates seasonal immunity loss, due to which you have allergies, metabolic disorder, chronic diseases. So all these lifestyle disorder, which is hypertension, high cholesterol, or diabetes, all these are lifestyle diseases. These are happening because of all these factors: artificial food, easy lifestyle, irregular routine, and seasonal immunity loss. So once you start following this Ritucharya, this is going to help to improve the immunity of the body and giving the proper environment of of for the body, so that it can handle the situations which arises due to different seasons or weather conditions. Now, Ritucharya and naturopathy, they both focus on prevention. So the idea is to prevent the disease rather than curing. Prevention is always better than cure, which we focus. Detox instead of suppression. So as you know that most of the Western medications when we take, that suppresses the diseases, that does not treat the root cause of the disease. So rather than suppressing that disease, the naturopathy's module is to detox your body so that your body's natural healing ability increases and it can fight the diseases by itself. Lifestyle correction. The Ritucharya is also given in order to correct your lifestyle so that you know what things to eat and what things to do to make your lifestyle more easy and more adjusting according to the ongoing season. Self-healing principle. Obviously, the naturopathy focus on self-healing of the body. Once your body is detox, once your body is clean, it will start healing self. Now, let us understand a little bit about doshas. Doshas are basically how your body, as per Ayurveda, there are three doshas, and which constitute to make your physical body. Now, a naturopathy also says that our body is made of Panch Mahabhuta. So using this Panch Mahabhuta or the combination of these Panch Mahabhutas forms the doshas. Like as naturopathy says, our body is made up of air, water, fire, water and air, water, fire, space, and earth. So these are the five things or five elements by which our physical body is made. Doshas are the combination of two elements. So first one is, so there are three doshas, Vat, Pitta, and Kapha. Elements are, so Vat is made up of air plus ether. Now what is the function of Vat dosh? It helps in circulation, nerve impulses, respiration, movement in body. So your blood circulation will transport all those vitamins and minerals to your different parts of the body. All the hormones are circulated through your blood. Nutrition is circulated through your blood. Any kind of circulation related issue which is created in your body is due to imbalance in your Vata dosh. Nerve impulses. We have neurons which fires different signals so that our body can function. Any movement which is happening in your body is due to the neurons firing signals to your brain, from your brain to different parts of your body. That nerve impulses are governed or administered by Vata. Respiration. We are breathing in and out, and that is happening because of the Vata dosh. Movement in the body. Whatever movement we are making, that is governed by Vata dosh. What happens if there are imbalances in Vata dosh? So there are few cases or causes, you can say: anxiety, This could lead to Vata dosh or vice versa. Vata imbalance could lead to any of this. So either the causes could lead the uh, dosha imbalance, or dosha imbalance could lead this causes. So it's anxiety, constipation, joint pain, and insomnia. Let's go for the pith dosh. Pith is made from two elements, that is fire and water. The main function of this is digestion, metabolism, hormonal activity, and body temperature regulation. What happens if there is an imbalance in pith dosh? Acidity increases, inflammation increases, people have some skin rashes, irritability. Now, next one is cough. Cough dosh is made from earth and water. What are the main functions of cough dosh? To provide strength, immunity, lubrication to your joints, stability, structural support. Now, if it is imbalanced, it creates obesity, cold and cough, lethargy, and depression. Let's move to the next slide. Okay. Now, since this lecture was more of a welcoming the spring season, so let's understand few things about spring season. So, spring season is also known as Vasant Ritu. Spring cough prakop is higher. I mean, cough is in aggravated state. Main goal to reduce cough and detoxification. So, when we say cough prakop, that means earth and water element. Now, main function is strength, immunity, lubrication, stability, and structural support. During the spring season, the most of the issues which you'll see is in the people is obesity, cold and cough, lethargy, and depression. These are some of the common issues which people face during this season. Climate of spring. How does the climate of spring look like? The temperature is rising as we are coming out from the late winters. So the temperature will start rising, moisture will start increasing, cough liquefaction. So this aggravation of the cup, what happens? The cup starts liquefying, and that is an analogy is given like ice melting and flooding rivers. So once as the ice starts melting, what happens? The river starts flooding. So all those toxins which is actually accumulated into your body now starts flowing throughout the body, the different areas of the body. Weak digestion. So these are the few things which we experience during spring season. Okay. Why spring is a cleansing season? Body naturally releases toxins. As I said, kapha liquefies. That means it start moving to different areas of the body. So it is ideal time for fasting. Because if we do not fasting is the best way to detoxify your body. And if we eat too much or the food which can aggravate these doshas, we start accumulating more toxins into your body. And so fasting is the best way, and this is the ideal time for observing a fast. Detox, best time to do the detox. Fasting is one of the way of doing detox, and there are different other ways also to do detox, like people do water fasting or fruit fasting, eating clean and healthy food, weight management. During this time, one need to focus on doing some physical activity so that they can keep their weight in check. Now, disease in spring with clinical cases. What are the common diseases you will see? Most people complaining about that they have started observing these kinds of disorder or they are suffering from these diseases since the spring season has arrived. Cold, cough, sinusitis, very common nowadays. Asthma aggravation. So if someone is asthmatic, this due to this season, this asthma it aggravates. So acidity in digestion due to weak agni or digestive fire, it becomes hard for your body to digest the food. Skin disease, you will see a lot of skin allergies like urticaria, psoriasis, weight gain, and lethargy. Okay, we'll have a look at the clinical case. The first case is if anyone is suffering from a respiratory disorder. So let's see the case. A 35-year-old male, recurring cold every February. So he comes to you and say that, doctor, I keep having this cold every February. That means the starting of or the transitioning of the spring season. This is what he complains. Now, what could be the cause based on what we have studied is a cough aggravation, could be dairy and cold foods. How to manage this? Steam inhalation, kapalbhati, and wheatgrass juice. We'll understand about the dosage later in the later parts of the slide. You just understand this is a simple example, and there could be different line of treatment as well, but this is one of the example wherein you can understand what could be the cause and what could be the management way. So yes, if a person is complaining that he has a recurring cold every February, so most probably the chances are the kapha gets aggravated, and if he is using a mucus forming food which is dairy or any cold food, then that results in his recurring cold. How can it be managed? With the help of steam inhalation, doing kapalbhati pranayam, and having a wheatgrass juice. Next, clinical cases for digestive issues. Now we are discussing all these issues. Why? Because these are the major issues which occurs during this season. So 42-year-old female with acidity and nausea, cause mandagni and ama. Mandagni is just a weak fire, and ama is presence of toxins into his or her body. Now, how we can manage? Avipattikar churn, Sut Shekhar Ras, and light diet. Again, the dosage of these and what are these will be mentioned in the later part of the slide. Clinical case 3. Any issues related to skin? Young adult with acne and eczema in spring. Cause cough pith imbalance. Management: dalbergia, bitter vegetables, wheatgrass. Clinical case 4. Metabolic disorder. Patient with weight gain and lethargy. If a patient is complaining that whenever February arises or when it reaches to the March, he experience some weight gain or start feeling fatigue or lethargy. So what could be the cause? Kapha dosh would be dominant. How can we manage? We can use alpha alpha, physical exercise, and dry massage. So these three can help to manage his weight gain or lethargy. Okay. Now, what are the dietary guidelines during the spring season or Vasant Ritu? What kind of food or what taste category should we use during this season? So there are three kinds of taste category classified to be used during spring season. That is bitter or tikhat, pungent, that is katu, astringent, that is kashir. There are few examples given and why it is recommended to use during the spring. So we'll have a look at this. Examples of better food is better gourd, neem leaves, fenugreek leaves, and aloe vera. Why is it recommended? It reduces cough, detoxify bloods, improves digestion, and reduces skin disorders. So these all, you see, this all covers all the aspects of the spring season. What all the issues which arises due to the arrival of spring season is being handled by these foods. Pungent or katu, ginger, black pepper, mustard, garlic, small amount. So saying that the ginger, black pepper, mustard, garlic, these should be used during this season majorly. What it does to your body, it stimulates Agni, reduces mucus, clear respiratory congestion. Astringent and cashew, pomegranate, raw banana, lentils, herbal teas. Absorbs excess cough, reduces heaviness, and support digestion. So these are few dietary guidelines to be used during spring season. Here are some common example of the food which you can use and how does it benefits. So most prominent grain to be used during this season is barley or jowar. How does it benefits? This is light, reduces cough, and improves your metabolism. If your metabolism is improved, that won't allow you to gain some more weight and helps you to stay more active rather than being lethargic. Vegetables, bottle gourd and radish. Light, easy to digest, reduce mucus. Now this, during this phase of the season or spring season, as you know, the Agni is very weak. So we need to eat lighter food, which is one of the lighter food are bottle gourd and radish. Fruits, apple and papaya, improve digestion and mild detox effect. So we need to take care about the thing that anything which is easy to digest, does not form mucus, are very good food during this time, during this period of time. Okay. Here are the list of few foods which you need to avoid. First one is dairy product. Increases cough and mucus. Fried foods. Fried foods are very heavy and slow in digestion. Sweets. Increases cough and obesity. Cold drinks. Reduce Agni. Bakery items. Cause ama formation. Means toxins. Okay. So here are some common herbal and classical remedies used in spring season or Vasant Ritu. We'll have a look at six uh, five remedies and how does it help to balance our doshas and how to keep our body in check during this spring season or Vasant Ritu. So first one is dalbarjia. Dalbarjia is nothing but shisham. Where is it used? In skin disorders and allergies. What should be the dosage? Powder 1 to 3 grams twice daily. In or decoction 50 ml once daily. So decoction is a method of reducing or increasing the concentration of the mixture. Let's say if I am making or having some leaves, I'll just put it in a cup of water and boil it to make it a half. That will be called as a decoction water. How is it useful? It is useful in cough, pit, and skin condition. Prefer warm water as anupana. How to take this? Anupana is with what means are you going to take it? So it should be warm. Even if you're taking it with water or milk, it should be warm. Sut Shekhar Ras. Acidity, headache, hyperacidity. Mainly used for digestive disorders. 125 to 250 milligrams twice daily after meals. Best taken with honey or ghee depending on condition. Avoid in pregnancy unless supervised. Avipattikar Churn. So this Sut Shekhar Ras and Avipattikar Churn are the mixture of few ingredients. Those ingredients we can check on the internet. I'll show you a little bit later once we complete the slide. Yeah, Avipattikar Churn. Constipation, indigestion, and hyperacidity. So again, this also is used during digestive disorders. 3 to 5 grams at bedtime with warm water. This is to be considered as mild laxative, balances pitta and improves digestion. Wheatgrass, detoxification, immunity booster, helps to boost your immunity and detoxify your body. 230 ml, 20 or 30 ml of on empty stomach morning. Fresh juice preferred. Avoid immediately after heavy meals. Next one is alfalfa. Improves metabolism and helps in managing fatigue. 1 to 2 grams powder twice daily. Supports cough metabolism. Can be taken with warm water. So here are some contraindications of the remedies. Talbargia or sisham. Who should avoid and use with caution in? Anyone who is pregnant or breastfeeding, severe liver disease, known plant allergies. This comes from Fabaceae family. So any plant, if the person is allergic to which comes under this family, should be avoided. Autoimmune condition, if used for any skin disorders, monitor response. Next one is Sut Shekhar Ras. So this is basically a combination of different metals, which has mercury and copper in it. So that's why there is a contraindication, which also says that it should be avoided in pregnancy and lactation children unless prescribed by a qualified Vaidya. Any kidney disease, liver disease, long-term self-medication. Caution, should only be taken under supervision. Avoid overdose due to metallic components. Avipattikar Churn, commonly used for acidity and constipation. When to avoid or be cautious: chronic diarrhea, severe dehydration, electrolyte imbalance, IBS with loose stools, pregnancy, and this can be given to pregnant but only in supervision, under supervision. Possible issues: loose motions if overdosed or abdominal cramps. Wheatgrass, contraindicated in celiac disease, grass allergy, severe kidney disease due to high potassium content. Caution, can cause nausea initially. Start with small dose. So wheatgrass should be always started with a small dose because it can cause nausea. Alfalfa. Must be avoided in autoimmune diseases like lupus because it can stimulate the immune system. Hormone sensitive condition like mild phytoestrogen effects. Pregnancy, if a person is on blood thinners, should avoid. Caution. Can cause bloating, avoid in kidney transplant patients. Okay. Now I'll give you the chance to ask some questions if anyone has got any doubts. You can mute one by one and ask your question if you want so that we can discuss. Um, Let me show you something. So yes, Sut, Shekhar, Ras and Avipatikar Chur are actually made from few different ingredients. So we'll see what ingredients these are. Yeah, as you can see this, the key ingredients of Sut Shekhar Ras is it contains purified mercury, Shuddha Parat sulfur, Vatsanbar, Tankan, Bhasma, copper Bhasma, Shankh Bhasma, and herbs like Pipali, Shunti, Ilaichi. So it's not just a single herb, it is combination of different kind of herbs. Next one is yeah, hold on. I'll be just wait for this. I'll take the questions. Just let me show this first. Yeah. Avipatikarchur is a popular Ayurvedic powder which is primarily used for stomach and acidity, heartburn, indigestion, and constipation. Now, it is made from amla, haritaki, bibitaki, and clove. So, it is also a kind of mixture of different herbs or different kind of ingredients. Yes, you can unmute yourself and ask your question one by one. I think it's Mehak because I can see her first.
I put up two questions on the chat box if you can see that, or I can repeat it here.
Let me just see. Yeah. Vata. Yes, the spelling is correct. Sorry, incorrect. There must be a spelling mistake. It's air and earth.
It's air plus ether, right?
Let me
Uh,
just check. Is it
the-
wrong, sirs?
in Vata.
Ether and air remains the same. I don't think there's any spelling error with that.
Yeah. Let me just check. Yeah, air plus ether.
So ether means like space.
Space.
Yeah.
Ether means space.
Okay. And then I also wanted to understand what phytoestrogen really means.
Okay. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. These are these are some estrogen binding receptors which are found in different kinds of plants like soy,
So
which
that
can
just, yeah.
increase the production of estrogen in your
Okay.
body.
And that
Yeah.
sometimes causes hormonal imbalance. Like, say, if I'm a woman and I'm taking it, that sometimes
Sorry,
can.
you're not audible. Can you please speak a bit louder?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was just in the contraindications, it was saying that because it has phytoestrogen properties, that's
Mhm.
something to be careful of. So why is it the case that, like, if a woman is having a phytoestrogen inducing kind of
Mhm.
substance, why would that be a concern?
Because anything which is increasing that hormone is also not good. Everything should be in balance. I mean, production of estrogen or overproduction of testosterone is not good. So that is why anything which can induce the effect of estrogen or increase the effect of estrogen could be harmful for your body.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, who is this? I'm not audible. Please, guys, can you please speak bit louder? I can't hear you. Hello.
So this is Mahalakshmi.
Hi, Mahalakshmi.
Yeah. I just wanted to know, you wanted us to avoid dairy products during the season, rather the coming season, right?
Sorry.
Dairy products.
Hold on. I'm actually not able to hear you. Wait, let me just check myself. Are you using earphones?
Yeah, I have taken the earphone. Am I audible right now?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Come on. Yes.
I just wanted to know that you asked us to avoid dairy products for the spring season.
Mm-hmm.
So that means like milk can be avoided, and what about curd and buttermilk? People say that you can heat.
Buttermilk is fine. See, buttermilk is fine still, but curd has a warm property. It is a heating property.
Okay.
This should be avoided. And milk is a
Yes.
mucus forming food. That's why it is avoided. During this time, actually, you need to eat food which detoxifies your body.
Like your lemon water, ginger and lemon
Yes,
or turmeric.
yes, yes. So,
infused.
see, ginger, as I told you, it's a bitter or astringent, right? So you
Yeah.
can use that.
Okay.
Ginger is pungent, actually, not astringent. It's pungent. Yes.
Thank you.
Not. Anyone else want to ask the question?
Sir, in the medication dosages, whatever the churnas you said,
Mhm.
is it applicable to all health issues like for diabetes, thyroid, if any any operations to the person has, so any
Yeah,
consideration to be taken?
all these churna or whatever the remedies we have shared, they have contraindications also. What we discussed in the next slide. So you can see. Let me just restart this. Yeah. Can you see this? Okay. So let's say if you're talking about churnas, right?
Yes, sir.
So anyone who is having, as you said, if he is diabetic, right? Can he be given Sudshekara Ras or not? Why not? Until unless he does not have any kidney disease or liver disease, he can be given.
No, sometimes consideration of thyroid will be there, sir, hypo, hyper, and the person's vata body or pitta body. So all this has to be considered, and how can we identify and diagnose all these points? I'm asking.
See, there are different ways of, I mean, the Ayurveda has different nadi system to diagnose what with aggravation or not. This is specifically related to the spring season. So all these issues which is arising in the spring season is due to imbalance in the kapha dosh, right? So all these issues which we have discussed majorly are the skin disorders or acidity or maybe constipation. So all these are diseases which are very prominent during this season. So these are the remedies for which can be used during this season.
Okay.
It's not like only these are the things which can be given. There are many other things also.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes, the presentation we can be shared. There is no problem in that.
See, the whole lecture is downloaded for you, so don't worry. There is no need to share the whole slides again. The whole lecture will be uploaded to every student.
Great. Now, if everyone's question is over, so we can have some interesting thing also. Okay. So I've got made you a 20 MCQ multiple choice question type paper. It's just for understanding and learning. So if you have got any paper and pen with you, just go through the questions. Whatever you have understand or understood through the slide, just mark the answers based on your previous learnings also. And try to mark the answers. And I'll give you next 5 minutes or 10 minutes maybe. I'll be reading down the questions, also the options. You can mark the answers in the paper, which is with you. And then after completing the questions, I'll be sharing the answers so that you guys will know what are the right answers for this. Sounds good? Shall we start? Anyone can acknowledge. I mean, yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first question is, Ritucharya refers to A, daily regimen, seasonal regimen, night routine, detox therapy.
Seasonal regimen.
You don't need to talk on the phone. It's just you write down on the paper. If you know the answer, it's very good, so that everyone will have the answers at the end. Yeah. And they will also know that how much they have understood from the class. Let's go to the next question. During spring season, which dosha gets aggravated? Vat, Pitta, Kapha, Rat. Let's go to the next one. In winter, which dosha accumulates? Vat, Kapha, Pitta, Vat, Pitta. The main digestive condition seen in spring is Tikshagni, Mandagni, Vishamagni, and Samagni. So Tikshagni is very high digestive fire, very strong fire. Mandagni is weak or slow digestive fire. Visham Agni is fluctuating. I mean, sometimes it is very high or strong, sometimes it is very low. Sam Agni is balanced. Can we move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Cough is composed of which element? Fire, water, air, ether, earth, water.
Sir, please change this slide.
Can't see the slide.
You can't see the slide?
Yeah, the first slide is still
No,
there.
sir.
We have to move to the next slide.
I have already moved.
Cannot see that.
Hold on, let me just check.
Still
Okay,
first, sir.
now it's there.
No, sir. Yeah.
Yes,
Now
sir.
we can see. Now we can see.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. Cough is composed of which element? Fire plus water, air plus ether, ether plus water, air plus fire. Which taste is most beneficial in spring? Sweet, salty, bitter, or sour? Which grain is best recommended in spring? Wheat, rice, barley, corn. Excess consumption of which food aggravates cough? Ginger, honey, dairy products, green tea. Can we move to next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
AMA is formed due to AMA is a toxin, strong digestion, weak digestion, excess exercise, fasting. Wheatgrass is mainly used for increasing cough, detoxification, sedation, cooling therapy. The dose of avipattikar churn in adults is generally 250 mg, 1 gram, 3 to 5 grams, and 10 grams. Sutta Shekhar Ras is mainly indicated in joint pain, acidity, obesity, constipation. Can we move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The best time to take wheatgrass juices after lunch, before sleep, empty stomach, morning, with dinner. A patient with recurrent cold in spring most likely has aggravation of Vat, Pitta, Kapha, Rakta. Which taste increases cough? Bitter, pungent, sweet, astringent. Can we move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see the next slide? Which practice is contraindicated in spring? Exercise, day sleeping, early rising.
You're not able to view the slide, sir.
Okay. Let me just do it one more time. Okay, now can you view?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Which practice is contraindicated in spring? Exercise, day sleeping, early rising, steam therapy. The main aim of spring Ritucharya is nourishment, detoxification, weight gain, cooling therapy. Alpha is helpful in kapha related lethargy, severe bleeding, acute infections, fractures. Ideal dinner in spring should be heavy and oily, cold and sweet, light and warm, fried and spicy. Okay, let's go for the answer keys. The first one. Okay, what you need to do is you need to just check how many you made correct. I'm showing the answer sheets. And you can comment in the chat box that how many you made right. From 20, how many was right? 18, 12. You can just individually place your numbers. So first one is option B. If you want me to read the question and give you the answers, will that be fine?
Yeah.
Yes,
Help
Yes,
us with the
yes,
Please
sir.
show the
answer.
That
We
question
didn't
first.
note down the ABC and all.
ABCD.
Okay. So Ritucharya refers to a daily regimen or seasonal regimen or night routine or detox therapy. What does it say? What do you
Seasonal
guys?
regimen.
Seasonal regimen. Good. During spring season, which dosha gets aggravated?
Kapha.
Good. Let's see the answer. Kapha. Good. In winter, which dosha gets accumulated? Kapha. Okay. Let me just check again. This one. Main digestive condition seen in spring is
Mandagni.
Mandagni. Yeah, that's correct. Or B. Kapha is composed of which element?
Earth, water.
Let's see. Earth, water. Great. Which taste is most beneficial in spring? Sweet, salty, bitter, sour. How many of you made this correct? C. 7.
Bitter.
Great. Which grain is best recommended in spring?
Barley.
Yes.
Barley.
Let's see the answer. 7 is C. Excess consumption of which food aggravates kapha? Ginger, honey, dairy product, green tea.
Dairy
C,
product.
dairy product.
C. Dairy products. AMA is formed due to strong digestion, weak digestion, excessive exercise, fasting.
Weak digestion.
Weak digestion.
Digestion.
Weak digestion. Let's check the answer. 9B. Correct. Wheatgrass is mainly used for increasing kapha, detoxification.
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 Let's see the answer. 10 is B. Correct. This was okay. Yeah, the dose of Avipattika churn in adult is
3 to
generally
5 grams.
3 to 5 grams.
3 to 5 grams.
Okay. 11 is C. 3 to 5 grams. Sudh Shekhar Ras is mainly indicated in joint.
Acidity.
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 B.
Good. Let's check the answer. B. Acidity. The best time to take wheatgrass juice is
Empty stomach. C.
Morning.
Empty stomach.
okay. Let's check the answer. C, which is empty stomach in the morning. A patient with recurrent cold in spring most likely has aggravated.
Kapha.
C.
C.
Kapha.
Let's check.
Kapha.
14. Yes. Kapha. Which taste increase kapha?
C. Sweet.
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 Salty as well,
Dalbetia is mainly useful in.
Blood purification.
Blood purification.
Okay. Which practice is contraindicated in spring?
Day sleep.
Day sleeping.
Day sleep. Let's check the answer. 17. The main aim of spring Ritucharya is.
Detoxification.
Detoxification.
Let's check the answer. 18 is detoxification. B. Kapha related lethargy. Alpha is helpful in.
Kapha related
Kapha
lethargy.
related lethargy.
Kapha related. A. Good. The last one. The ideal dinner in spring should be heavy and oily, cold and sweet, light and warm.
Light and warm.
C.
Warm.
C.
Let's check the answer. C. Okay, great. So you know how many you made correct. You can just drop your score in that box. Great. I guess most of you has given right answer. Anyways, you have the answer keys. Yeah. And the whole lecture as ma'am said that will be downloaded and be shared to you. Okay. So thank you very much. That was all from my side. I hope that was a bit informative and hope you like the lecture.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.